I promise that we're going to see how we can integrate all of those things in one query, how we can bring them together. So let me insert new column here. So we have the left, we have the right, we have the mid, and then concatenate. So left, right, mid, then concatenate. So and prior to this, what we did was we used the conditional statements to get the analysis. So I think this is the raw data that I just opened. So, but no problem. So then we have the concatenate. Concatenate. I will said something. We said concatenate just entails bringing data sets together from different columns. So let's say it could be that we have first name in one column, we have our last name in another column, but then I need the names in just one column. So what I can do is I can actually use concatenate to bring them together. Another tool that I'm going to be showing us, because that tool we're also going to be using it when we get to Power BI. So and that's why many times it's advisable that we transit progressively from Excel to Power BI. So it's very important. And that is because, of course, Excel and Power BI is a software from the same company. So they have a lot of similarity in terms of spreadsheets. So there are some things that you see in Power BI, you might do it differently, but then in Excel, there are other ways you can also achieve the same thing. So that being said, so we did left. So take for example lot number physical. Don't but okay, let me use this one lot number ERP. I want to bring just three characters from the left. So what I will do is equals left, that is the function, so we say left. So the test is I'm starting from here. How many characters do I want? I want three characters. So then it's going to give me just three characters from the left. So if I use relative referencing, the other ones will be calculated accordingly. Then also I can go to the right. The right, I need three characters from the right. So what I will do is right, okay, right. So I'll say equals right. So the test is this test. How many characters from the right? Three characters from the right. So I'm going to get three characters from the right. Of course, we can vary it accordingly depending on what we want to achieve. Then relative referencing. Then for mid, if for example I need, let me say I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to make it up. I need 5 characters from, if I need the characters that start with this one, from 1, 2, 2, 4, excuse me, that's yeah, from this third one that we have here. So that means I'm going to use the mid. I will say mid. This one is just slightly different. So mid, from which test do I want to get my information from this particular test? So where do I want to start from? Mind you, the start number will be the number that the counting will start from. So if I need 5 characters, it is important that I start the counting from the very first character that will be part of my end result. So in this case, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means I'm starting from the fourth character. Then I want to get how many characters now to complete 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me say 4 characters. All right, and enter. So that means we have 1, 2, 2, 4 to make it up. That's for the mid. So we have the left, the right. So by the time we put these three together, we will get the result of where we started from. And the tool that can help us achieve that is this concatenate. So I want to go back to where I started from so that I can get this particular thing that I started with. So what I will do is equals concatenate. Of course, it started with x2 1, so which is this particular one. So the first test, this comma, test 2 is this one that has 1, 2, 2, 4. I'll select that. Then test 3 is A41. Then I can close this parenthesis. So automatically I'll go back to where I started from. But if you look at it very well, um, something is missing. This two is missing. So what happened? So let's check this out. Okay, we use this. Okay, we are good. We are good. So we use this slot number here. So you can see that we are back to where we started from. Then I can now use my relative reference to get the result. So now, how can we now bring all of this together? Because I said most of the time, these functions we don't use them in isolation. So I'm going to use this particular column. So instead of writing manually, what I will do is this equals concatenate, concatenate. All right. So the first test to be this the alphabet, which is this. So concatenate that. Then the next one will be this slot date. Then the last one will be the right. Then close bracket, enter. So automatically, instead of entering manually, I would have save time and I'll get the result that I need to get. But then one more thing, you can see that we use this particular column and we have some blank columns. So because we have some blank columns, by the time this formula gets to where we have blank column, it will treat it as blank and it will omit it and go and bring the other ones together. That's why you are seeing it this way. So in order for you to get the right thing, you need to also use your conditional statement so that all these blank cells will be excluded, just like we did last time. So what I will do is I'll use the if statement. So I'll say if, okay. So if it is blank, then it should return blank cell. Otherwise, concatenate. So I'm going to close this parenthesis now. Enter. So having done this, all those blank cells remains blank. So right. Okay. So now, but then the truth is that for someone that is just starting out, you can decide to create additional column. But for me, I don't have to create an additional column. I will loop all of those functions in one another. That's what I'll do. And how do I do that? Let me create another column for this. I don't have to create a separate, individual column to get the left and the right. So what I'll just do is equals. I know what I want to do. The first thing is if. So if we use this particular column, if this is blank, then return blank. Else concatenate. Concatenate. So what am I concatenating? So the first thing is I'm not using this column that we extracted. So the first thing is I need to extract x as the case is here, but it might not be externally. I need to extract the first character from this particular column. So what I'll do is concatenate first left. So I'll bring in the left function inside. Left, so it's like looping it to left, this, then the first character. So I'll have to close that left function. So as soon as I close the left function, you can see that I'm back to where I started from, concatenate. So that means that the first entry has been taken successfully. So now we add comma. So once that is taken, if for example, if this have not been, if this particular column have not been calculated, and I know that I need the test function to extract this information from this particular date. So the next thing I'll do will be test. You can see the way I'm using different functions inside other functions. So test from here to go there and extract in this format. DD, MM, then YY. So I don't have to create additional column for all of this. Then once I'm done with that, I can close my test function. And as soon as I close that test function, that means that the second entry that I want to concatenate with other ones have actually been entered successfully. So the next thing I want to do is the third one now. So having done that, come here and also extract. Come to this column and extract the last three characters for me. So I'm going to be using right, F2. How many characters? Three characters. So I can close it. So once I close, if I have more characters or more entries that I want to concatenate, I'll keep going like that. It could be that I need formula to extract it from anywhere. So I'll click on it. But once I'm done, I'll just simply close the parentheses. Then so that means there's one. If it's just parentheses, the software will correct that for you automatically. So we're supposed to have two. I think there's one we didn't close. Okay, we didn't close the if statement. We didn't close the if statement, so we close just one. So we just close the if statement. All right, so that's it.